Welcome to Oxford News This Week. I'm Elgin Nichols.
And I'm Terry Stiles. And in this week's local news, a bomb threat in Oxford, and one resident is ready to fight for his land. And OCTV will tell you why and who it is.
Stay tuned and learn more about these stories and others. The Oxford News begins right now. After a bomb threat was made by a supposed gunman holding 3 people hostage, sheriff's deputies from both Lake Orion and Oxford surrounded a home at Water's Edge in Oxford. Initially, officers received a phone message that a man armed had a bomb and holding 3 hostages. The caller threatened to shoot the hostages if $50,000 was not delivered within 30 minutes. Deputies surrounded the residence and sealed off the area. Officers, however, found only the homeowner, who stated that there were no problems, nor did he and his wife make the call or receive threats. The investigation continues.
Oakland County Sheriff deputies responded to a missing child report in the Stony Lake Court area and were told by the child's aunt that the girl is in her temporary custody and thinks the girl ran away with a friend. The child has a previous history of running away. An area search was unsuccessful in locating the 2 teens, and a bulletin has been published to be on the lookout for the young walkaways and her friend.
And an Oxford man reported to local police that his computer was hacked. He told officers that he is currently undergoing divorce proceedings. All or most of the missing documents involved correspondence with his divorce attorney. He reported that his email password was changed, not by him, and all saved mail was from his attorney was now gone. Police provided the man with a copy of his complaint and suggested he discuss the issue with his attorney.
There is still time to file. Oxford Village residents who would like to make a difference in local government are invited to run for a chair on the Village Council. The deadline for filing for the November 4th election is July 22nd. You must be at least 21 years of age and a resident of the village for at least 6 months, if interested. You can obtain petitions at the village office at 22 West Burdick Street or the township offices at 300 Dunlap Road. Questions can be answered by calling the Oxford Village Clerk, Susan Nassar, at 248-628-2543.
Oxford Township resident Bruce Downey doesn't want any more of his over 10 acres taken away from him for easement. He already lost 2 easements at his Meadowbrook Court property to Enbridge and DTE. Now that Rover Pipeline, a natural gas company, is pushing to run their pipeline through his property, Downey plans to fight to avoid giving up any more of his land. Downey, a former Navy veteran, wants to use his property to build a new pole building at the proposed site. He says he does not wish to give up another inch of his land for yet another right-of-way.
Concussions are a major concern in contact sports, especially football. And for the past 11 years, the research department at Virginia Tech has been testing helmets with sensors that analyze impact and possible head trauma to the player. With research data labs, we're able to create a test that simulated those hits on the field. As a result, helmets are now labeled with a 5-star rating system. The rating system of 5 is considered to be the best protection against head injuries, and 4 is good, 4 is very good, 3 is good, 2 adequate, and 1 is marginal. So how does our Oxford school rate? Although the new standard for helmets is an endorsement by the National Operating Committee on Standards for Athletic Equipment, many of our old sports helmets at the Oxford High School have been replaced with new or reconditioned ones. They do meet the 5-star rating approval. The school's inventory shows some not recommended helmets, but plans are to not use them and to replace them as soon as possible with the 5-star helmets.
The 62nd Leonard Strawberry Festival Parade will start down East Elmwood Street Saturday, July 19th at 12 noon. This year's parade will be led by a well-known Addison Township couple. Grand marshals will be Joe and Pat Schnur. Joe and Pat are being honored for their tireless efforts to improve and protect Addison Township's 229-acre watershed preserve park. Joe has served on the Township Parks and Recreation Committee since 2001 and was elected chairman in 2004. And he is one of 18 volunteer park rangers. Joe and Pat have worked side by side for 55 years as a married couple. We at OCTV want you to know we love your beautiful and well-kept parks, and just letting you both know that how much we appreciate you both.
This is a story about someone near and dear to us. We just had to share this with our viewing public. Bill Service, friend of the entire community and our station manager at OCTV, has accepted his 5th Best Electronic Media Award. The award was presented by the American Legion Department of Michigan. OCTV, under Bill's leadership, competed against over 300 television stations in Michigan for this honor. It is truly amazing that Bill has won this prestigious award 5 years in a row. Bill and all of his staff at OCTV, we can sincerely congratulate you because we know you are well deserving of the recognition. You are respected, and you are an amazingly talented person.
Not only is he very competent and capable as a professional, we all like Bill.
Yeah, we're pretty proud of him. We're pretty lucky that we have him here. He's got a fantastic history, fantastic background, and boy, Oxford's shined upon by Bill's service.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, we're lucky.
Yeah.
And the poor guy, speaking of shined upon, this poor guy is getting shined with trying to fight for his acreage.
Oh yeah, it's,
So really bad
land
for
grabbers are out there.
My goodness.
Actually, you know, I think he's kind of in a lost battle here
Yeah.
because unfortunately, eminent domain,
Yeah.
they'll claim the property. But
Right.
it seems like there ought to be some, you know, monetary benefit to him. You
Yeah.
know, there should be an exchange. You know, if you look at the picture you folks saw on the news here, I mean that property is all torn up.
Yeah,
So-
not only is it all torn up, but inch by inch is being taken away from someone who has already paid for it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that that right-of-way is paid for by the company that wants to use it. So who's gaining here? It's certainly not the landowner. Excuse me, and as Bill and I found out when we went on that tour with Enbridge, once those lines go in, whether it's a pipeline, electrical line, a cable line, the township itself gets taxes from that. So the Enbridge or the new company that wants to come in is going to pay taxes on that property. So the township's getting paid twice, really. And this poor guy is stuck holding an empty bag. I
But,
just can't stand this.
This is a losing conversation.
It is, and we're not going
think-
to get anywhere because of that eminent domain thing, and my
Yeah.
heart goes out to that poor guy that's invested in this community, and
Yeah,
he's
I
just all
understand.
by himself in that
Yeah.
cornfield.
We feel for you, fella.
So
We
that's
do.
Oxford News for this week. If you'd like to learn more about these stories and others, stop by your local store and pick up a copy of the Oxford newspaper.
Coming up next on OCTV, more news. Oxford local sports, Oxford school news with John Oetjens, and join Dave Kinney with his Auto Talk and Science in the News.
I'm Terry Stiles. That's it for Oxford News this week.
And I'm Elgin Nichols. Remember, always be kind to your friends and neighbors, and thanks for watching.
Congratulations, OCTV, as the 2014 winner of the American Legion's Best Electronic Media Award, symbolizing your efforts to provide meaningful coverage of veterans issues and patriotic activities, as well as the American Legion.
I'm John Oetjens, and welcome to the Oxford Wildcats School Update. As of our recording date, there are 4 Oxford residents who have registered for the 4 school board slots becoming available in the November election. Those running are Paula Foster, Amy Hamilton, Angela Mitchell, and Kim Shoemaker. July 22nd is the cutoff. Angela Mitchell was appointed to complete Bill Keenest's term earlier, and Kim Shoemaker is an incumbent. Precision Pipeline, which is part of a major pipeline infrastructure project in our area, has donated $2,500 to the Oxford Middle School robotics team. The photo shows safety coordinator Mike Hampton giving the check to Oxford Deputy Superintendent Tim Throne. At the last school board meeting, Tim acknowledged this and spoke to the progress of another challenge the district is facing, absorbing the charter school at Crossroads.
I know that we posted on our website earlier this week, but I'd like to verbally recognize Precision Pipeline for their donation of $2,500 towards the middle school robotics club. That was a real nice gesture on their part. So I want to make sure I say that. And concerning Crossroads, everybody has put in a lot of time towards it, probably Jim the most. He's just been consumed with it. But I mean, it's impacting everybody. Bruce and I have been over there numerous times, and I know Denise has been working on student records, and we're trying to turn on a whole bunch of things that we had turned off. And but at the end of the day, I think we'll provide them a great education.
Remember that the management company that ran the school, CS Partners, ran into financial problems. Since the school is within our district, we must take over its administration. The use of the STAMP test has prompted Oxford schools to revamp their elementary language curriculum. STAMP stands for Standards-Based Measurement of Proficiency. Deputy Superintendent of Curriculum, Dr. Jim Schwarz, says elementary Spanish and Chinese classes should be more in sync with each other now. Among other things, there will be more online tutorials for the Chinese classes. The STAMP test will continue to be used to make assessments of and adjustments to the curriculum. By now, I think everyone knows that the Lone Ranger Day is coming up August 2nd. Oxford High School band director Jim Gibbons invites all of their band alumni to march along in the parade. If you think you want to dust off that trumpet or trombone, give Jim a call at 248-969-5164. You'll need to attend a rehearsal on Wednesday, July 30th, just to make sure you've still got the chops and remember which foot is the left. We'll be covering that parade and have it on the air for you. That's the Oxford Wildcat News for this week. Dave Kenny follows with Science in the News, followed by Andy with sports. I'm John Oetjens for Oxford Community Television, keeping it local.
You are watching the Michigan American Legion's Station of the Year for the 5th year in a row, Oxford Community Television.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That changed my life.
At that moment, it hit me. This is why I joined the Guard. We're soldiers, always ready to protect our country. But we've also got communities. Family, friends, neighbors who count on us. I couldn't believe it. I just saved a life. Somebody from my hometown.
See what it means to be a citizen soldier at NationalGuard.com.
On out for Friday night fish at the Oxford American Legion Hall. It's delicious.
We love the Legion. They have great fish and good family fun.
American Legion fish fry. It's awesome. And the drinks are good, the food is good, the service is awesome.
Hi, I'm Andy Curtis, and this is your Oxford Sports Update. So the Tigers lost their final game of a 4-game series in Kansas City against the Royals on Sunday, 5-2. The game started off well and looked like it was well within the Tigers' paws, with Justin Verlander cruising on the mound, not allowing a run until the 7th when Billy Butler's base hit jump-started the Royals' offense, and former Tiger Omar Infante knocked in 2 runs to break the tie, with Eric Hosmer adding a run-scoring ground rule double off Phil Koch. Now, this was the first loss in the series, with the Cats taking the 3 other games and padding their first-place lead at 6.5 after 91 games. The loss also dropped Verlander's record to 8-8 this season going into the All-Star break this week. And speaking of the All-Star game, this Tuesday at 8 o'clock, the Tigers will be well represented, with Miguel Cabrera, Max Scherzer, and Victor Martinez all being selected. But with V-Mart nursing a sore right side, Ian Kinsler will be taking his place in the Midsummer Classic. Now, this will be Kinsler's 4th All-Star game, and until he was announced as a replacement, looked to be a very questionable snub, with a batting average of .303 and an on-base percentage of .337, which is 4th among all starting AL second basemen. Now, Stan Van Gundy and the new-look Pistons just signed 2 new free agents on Sunday. Reportedly, the Stones picked up point guard DJ Augustin with a 2-year, $6 million deal, and Caron Butler, who played for Oklahoma last season, for a 1-year, roughly $9 million contract. Butler, who is 34, is a 2-time All-Star, averaging 10.5 points while shooting under 40% last season, and will likely be placed in the small forward position, while Augustin, who averaged 14.1 points with 5 assists last year with the Bulls, will be added to our plethora of point guards. And now in hockey news, many Wings fans are up in arms about the re-signing of forward Dan Cleary to a 1-year, $1.5 million contract. Fresh off a 4-goal, 4-assist, 52-game season, the signing of the 35-year-old appears to many fans to be a step backwards from the focus of pushing the younger, promising players the Wings will have to lean on this upcoming season. Now, this will be Cleary's 17th season with the NHL and has been with the Winged Wheelers since 2005. All right, now today's sports vocabulary is on-base percentage, or OBP, which in baseball and softball is the calculation of the number of times a player gets on base by either a hit, walk, or hit by pitch. Now, a good OBP is usually considered around 370, with Barry Bonds setting the record back in 2004 of an OBP of 609 because of his 232 walks. I'm Andy Curtis, and remember, you can catch all our broadcasts of your favorite Oxford High School and now Park and Rec League games weekends between 1 and 6 right here on OCTV, or check us out under the programs section of OCCTV.org. And remember, this is your community station, so if you have a sports idea or want to alert me to a sports story I may have missed, shoot us an email at andrewcurtis23@gmail.com and put OCTV Sports in the subject line. Now, that was all the sports news you need to know. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Quiet, please. Wait a sec. I'll take one. Oh yeah. All right. All good. Take care. Way to go. Nice. Bring it on. Gotcha. I'm here for you. Oh no. Please, please, please. I'm waiting. Interesting. Not buying it. Not fair. That's it. This conversation is over. Oh, brother.
Body language can tell you all sorts of things.
I'm having a stroke. I'm having a stroke.
Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, Time. Time to call 911 immediately. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Learn the body language, the sudden signs, and spot a stroke fast.
This is OCTV, Oxford Community Television, serving Oxford and Addison Townships with the best in local programming. On Charter Channel 191, AT&T UVerse Channel 99, and our website, OCCTV.org. OCTV, we provide local programming that brings you closer to home.
Welcome to another segment of the news we call your weekly calendar of events, where we feature your weekly calendar of local Oxford and Addison community events, including charity special fundraisers and general community information. Now, if you or your organization would like help to get your message out to the public, contact us for detailed information at our studio phone number at 248-628-9658, or you can go to our website at OCCTV.org. On Saturday, July 19th, support the Addison Township Public Library by running in the Born to Read 5-10K run. All proceeds go to the Addison Library. At 8 a.m., meet at the Leonard Elementary School to register and pick up your race packet. And at 8:30 a.m., the Speed Racers race will begin for ages 12 and under. At 9 a.m., the 10K run and walk begins. And at 9:05, the 5K run and walk starts. For more information, call 248-628-7180. And remember, that date is July 19th. Be there at 8 and don't be late. Of course, that's 8 a.m. Sponsored by the Oxford Township Development Authority, free concerts will be held this summer through August 28th at the Oxford Village Centennial Park. Music can be heard every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Open mic from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And for more information, just call 248-572-4881. If you are a resident of Oxford Township and if you have gravel roads that require chloride to keep dust down, trustees have approved 2 contractors on a 50-50 fee program. You pay 50% and the township pays the other half. For more information, call the Road Maintenance Corporation located in Leonard, Michigan at 248-628-5280 or call the Oakland County Road Commission at 248-858-4804. On July 19th, the 62nd Annual Addison Township Strawberry Festival will begin to be held in Leonard. The festival will start with an 8 a.m. breakfast. There will be entertainment, rides for children, a classic car show, an animal petting zoo, and of course, lots of food, including the all-popular strawberry sundaes. The parade will start at 12 noon, so don't be late. Again, this year, OCTV will be there shooting all of the activities. Now, free gun safety locks are still available at the Oxford Village Police Station, 22 West Burdick Street, the Sheriff's Substation at 2119 Lapeer Road, Oxford, and at 1440 Rochester Road in Addison. Limit is 1 per household. Donations were made by the Oakland County Sheriff's Office, County Board of Commissioners, Crime Stoppers, local law enforcement agencies, and Project Child Safe. When it's a hot day and you want your children to cool off, why not bring them to the Seymour Lake Splash Pad? Located at 2795 Seymour Lake Road, the park is open to children 6 years and under from 11 a.m. to noon daily, and noon to 7 p.m. for older children. Oxford residents under the age of 2 are free, and Oxford resident children 2 to 17 would only cost $1, and all non-resident children $4. Also, family season passes are available. For more information, call 248-628-1720. Saturday, August 23rd, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Don't trash your hazardous waste. Bring it to Oakland Community College and bring your old paints, thinners, stains, mercury thermometers, televisions, computers, and auto fluids. Run out of breath, and batteries, and other hazardous items. You would like to safe to get rid of course. And for more information, call 248-858-5656 or go to their computer website at www.oakland.gov. nohaz.com. That's nohaz.com. Would you like to share your oral histories, stories, and historical artifacts with others? If so, the Oxford Public Library would like to talk to you about being a participant at the Smithsonian Institute exhibit called The Way We Were. The Smithsonian exhibit will arrive at the library in December. To learn more, call Sandy Gilmore at 248-628-3034, extension 222. Now, if you have a local business, or if you're an individual, or if you represent an organization wishing to show your support for our local Oxford school sports, music, concerts, or any of the many programs broadcast by our TV station, you could become a sponsor or an underwriter on OCTV. A promotional television spot would be created and recognition would be given to you by our sports announcers during the event. It's easy and it's inexpensive. For more information, contact our TV station manager, Bill Service, at 248-628-9658. Or you can send a message of interest to Bill's email address, manager@occtv.org. We at Oxford Community TV would like our television viewing public to learn more about your club or organization's special upcoming event or charity. So if you would like to get your special event mentioned on our television show, call us at 248-628-9658 or go to our website at occtv.org. Just one final reminder, you can locate our OCTV program schedule by going to our website occtv.org and clicking on Schedule. There you will find a list of OCTV broadcast programs, dates, and times. One program I recommend is Bill Service, who always has interesting local stories and interviews on our community access program. Check it out. This is Oxford Community Television, OCTV. I'm your host, Elgin Nichols. We invite you to join us again for the next segment of your weekly calendar of events.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally. I did. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands? My son has lots of dolls.
But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that strollers have the right of way on the sidewalk?
Yes.
Yep, I did. Did you guys
Did you know that kids who eat breakfast have higher GPAs?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's actually what I was going to say.
Did you know babies should never touch silver? It's really bad for them.
I knew that.
Did you guys know that statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
I'm putting that on my blog.
I just put it in mine.
Okay, well, remember last week when you hit Vinny in the head with the shovel?
I do not recall that.
Of course not. Well, it was too graphic for the kids, so I'm going to have to block you.
You know, I got to make this
That's
up.
really not
This is Vinny's watch.
What will you build? A wall? A roof? A room? Or will you build a stronger family, healthier children, more successful students? What will you build? Every year, thousands of volunteers, donors, and partner families build houses and so much more with Habitat for Humanity. They build hope in your community and a brighter future around the world. So what will you build? Find out at habitat.org and help build it.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.